All right, thank you guys. I know it's a long night, but you guys are hanging in there, so it's really an honor to be able to introduce this next presenter to you guys. To tell you the truth, probably 3 years ago, I probably didn't even know Esteban. I had saw him a couple times, and I thought, he could play football. And then I kind of started talking to him a little bit in the lunchroom, and then I got to know him just by talking to him, and I realized he was a very kind person, and he had a great personality, always happy, always smiling. And then I finally talked him into playing football, and that's when I got to know him even more, and I realized how cool of a personality he had, how just excited about life he was, and you know, it's so fun when you get to know somebody on a whole different level, and I got to know him on a whole different level than just seeing him in the lunchroom every day. And it was a real privilege to be able to coach him, because he's just so happy and so excited about everything. And he also is a hard worker. He played football just this year alone, and he tried to figure it out as much as he could. Every day he came, and he would try to figure out, learn as much as he could in a little amount of time. And I'm super proud of him, and I'm really proud and honored that I get to be the one to introduce him. So here he is, Esteban.
Thanks, well, you guys already got the introduction. My name's Esteban, and I'm going to be telling you the last couple of years that I've had in Manson High School, and a little bit of my former high school that I used to go to. We're going to start off with my extracurricular activities. Sorry about my stuttering. You're going to hear a lot of it. As you can see, do not have a lot of stuff except for band and a few sports. But the ones I'm going to be talking about is kickboxing, football, and wrestling. Starting off with football. When it comes to high school sports, I'd say that's probably my gateway of it. And I'm gonna tell you this, there was at one point where I felt like I wanted to quit because I was not athletic whatsoever. And everybody that was on the team could tell, but they would help motivate me. And they kind of became like a second family of mine. And they just helped me get through it every day, and I enjoyed every part of it. And even though I only got to play for 1 year, I'm very glad I got to do it because it was just a whole new experience. Next, I'll be talking about wrestling. Wrestling, same thing, but only difference is I probably accomplished a little more in there because for my first year, I got like just a few wins, not so much, more losses than wins. But I ended up being able to go to state for my first year ever wrestling, and that honestly just got me so proud because I never thought I'd be able to do something like that, especially because I said, like, I'm not an athletic person whatsoever, especially during that time. And last but not least, kickboxing. Honestly, my favorite out of all, because that one helped me build a kind of more discipline and confidence in myself, and kind of helped me be able to socialize more with other people, especially because I got to meet another friend of mine named Shay Norton, who helped me a lot with kickboxing, because I'm going to tell you this, my forms and techniques were not so great, so he helped me out. And that's actually him right there. I'm doing a spinning back kick on him. Yeah. Some of my community contributions. First one I want to talk about is my Echo Valley cleanup. I did that with two of my friends, JC and Colby Schoenwald. We were helping out clean up this ski area before the snow set in, because it was right as winter was about to set in and snow was later on about to come. And we were just trying to help set up pipes, and it was really fun because I got to hang out with my friends and all. Only thing that sucked about it was how cold it was. Next I'd like to talk about is moving furniture at the elementary school. I did that with my friend Matthew Hunt. He was always a good friend of mine. And I didn't really know him as much till I started doing that with him. I did a couple things with him at the elementary school. and one of the other ones was removing Christmas decorations. And yeah, it helped me get to know him better, and I just got to help out the elementary school because I never really done much for the community except for this stuff right here. Education, academics, game changers, I'd say career choices for my senior year, because I'm gonna tell you this, I did not know what to do at all throughout my high school career. I went through like 4 different changes, and there's that one point on my final change where I was thinking to myself, is this really what I want to do? And then I thought it over and over again. Yes, it was something I want to do. World history and U.S. history, and I forgot to add it on there, but CWP, those were also game changers for me because that ended up helping me think about what pathway I wanted to take after high school. And that is becoming a history teacher, hopefully, because I do love to learn about history, and I also love to learn about current world problems, because that's probably something I'm gonna have to teach someday too. And sorry, I saw and it's just interesting to learn, and my goodness. And I like to learn like about our past situations, things like the Industrial Revolution, American Revolutions, those type of things. Some of my favorite classes, world history, as I've already mentioned, but the one I'm gonna talk about is a shop, because I got to work with different types of power tools, and I got to learn how to weld, which is, I'm gonna tell you, it's a pain in the rear sometimes, because you gotta be patient, and you gotta learn how to like form a puddle and just kind of stick metal to other metals. Here's the problem: if you stay in one place too long, you're gonna end up boiling that metal, and you gotta just screw yourself over. College classes, you got accounting, digital communication, and EWU speech. One I'm gonna be talking about is speech, because that helped me out be more confident when it, oh my gosh, that helped me out be more confident when it came to speaking in front of an audience. And I'm gonna tell you, I kind of still suck at speaking in front of an audience. There are times where I do not want to talk in front of anybody whatsoever, because I'm just like a little nervous wreck. Right now I'm doing kind of fine. Some of the awards I got were from the sports I competed in. I got a letter in football, letter in wrestling, and I got a flag for most improved also wrestling. And those ones I'm very, very proud of, because those were probably the first times I ever got an award that I'd be more accomplished for, I'd say. Pathway preparation. Like I said before, I did not know what to do whatsoever throughout high school, and I went through like various different changes, and this is just kind of a little glimpse of what those changes were. I went through like an agriculture job shadow with Travis Schoenwald. He kind of helped me learn what it's like to serve in the field. That kind of sounds like it's military type thing, but basically what it's like to work in the orchards, and how kind of tough it can be, but he showed me that part of it's not always that bad, but it is a tough job to be in. Another one was construction management. It was a networking interview with Garrett Brown, who actually happens to be my wrestling coach, and he helped me learn a few things about construction management. Some of those things would be like how contracts work, and what type of kind of guidelines there are, and yeah, just things like that. I would explain more if I could remember them. Sorry about that. Last but not least, I had my job shadow with a history teacher named Brad Soliday. He is actually a teacher here in Manson High School, and he's probably one of my most favorite teachers. But he helped me understand what it's like to be a history teacher and teach a CWP. And he talked about how he came up with his bell ringers, and he saw how effective that was when it came to helping other people learn about whatever subject that we're working on. And he taught me like what it's like to just kind of keep your patience when it comes to teaching other students, because I'll tell you this, sometimes I do not have that kind of patience, yet here I am. And my next steps, I'm gonna try and get my bachelor degree in EWU, and it's gonna be in academics, because like I said, I wanna be a history teacher after high school, and I'm gonna try my best to get that degree and hopefully come back here or probably some other school and teach that very subject. Teachers I gotta show gratitude to are Soliday, Blomquist, and Johansson. Soliday, like I said, he, the reason I gotta say I show my gratitude to him is because he helped learning kind of be more of a fun experience for me, especially because I'm a person who is a very slow learner, and with his way of teaching, it kind of just helped me have more fun and helped me learn even more faster. And he can be a very funny guy once you get to know him. He always cracks up jokes and always likes to be a big goof every once in a while. And Mr. Blomquist, another teacher I gotta show gratitude to. He's my shop teacher. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. He was always patient with me when it came to welding and different stuff when it came to shop just in general, because I always had to ask different types of questions because I did not know what it was. Oh my gosh, I did not know how to work with certain stuff every once in a while. and he kind of helped me go through those things and helped me learn to ask questions every once in a while and not be so nervous about it too. And the reason why I say he was so patient is because the amount of times I had to ask him how to measure a piece of wood or something like that, just so I can cut it right. Next is Mr. Johansson. He was my football coach. I gotta be grateful to him because he's somebody that was always talking to me throughout my high school years, like here in Manson, because I'm gonna tell you this, when I first came here, I was shy as heck. I would not talk to anybody except for like 2 or 3 people, and one of them being my cousin. But he was like the first guy, or teacher I should say, to come up to me and just kind of help me socialize more. And even though it took him a while to get me into football, he finally broke through. And I'm just glad that he got to be my coach, because he helped motivate me and helped me get through every day, even though there were times where I just did not want to quit. And then there were times where I did feel like I wanted to quit, but he helped me get through those days.
Oh my God.
These are friends I'm grateful for. Ones I'm speaking about is Colby, Junior, and JC. We're gonna start off with Colby. I'd say he was the first friend I ever made here in Manson. He was probably the first kid that ever spoke to me. Yeah, he was the first kid that spoke to me. And at first, I was just like, have mini chats with him, but then after a while, we got to hanging out in band, and then after that, we would hang out in various other classes. I think most of the time it was during strong time. And he was also one of my teammates during football. And he's just like one of those guys that'll kind of cheer you up and always be acting like a total idiot sometimes, not as much as I'll tell you usually. But he's always a guy that'll always be there for you, and he's always a person that you can talk to. Next up is Junior. He was the one that kind of helped me get into wrestling. He was also a person that helped motivate me get through wrestling, because like I said, there's at one point where I wanted to quit, because that was probably one of the most grueling sports I've ever been in. And he was just getting me through. He would help motivate me. and he was always very chill, and he would just man, I cannot think of the words. He would just sorry people. I had it in the back of my great guy. That's all I'm just trying to say so far. And he's very fun to hang out with. He is a big goof at sometimes, but he's somebody that'll always be there for you even when you're feeling down. Next I gotta talk about is JC. I'm gonna tell you this, he's probably like the one person who actually got me to want to do high school sports, because he was the guy who kept telling me, you should do football, if not football, then at least wrestling, because he was always telling me you should try at least one sport or else you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life after you graduate. I'll tell you this, I did those sports and I regret I didn't do them earlier. And he was always kind to me, chill to me, and he helped me get through football. And he, like I said, he was the one that encouraged me to try out new things, that being football and wrestling. And he was always kind to me, like I said, and he was like the first person to ever speak to me also. Family, these are some of the family members I'm grateful to. Ones I'm gonna speak about is my mom, Laura, my aunt Carla, and my friend Mac. We're gonna start off with my mom. She's somebody I'm very grateful for, because for a long time she's put up with a lot of my BS, let's say that. I was not always the greatest kid out there, and she helped me get through high school and just get through a lot of stuff in general. And even though we had our problems every once in a while, she was always there for me, and she sacrificed a lot for me. And she's just somebody I want to say I love you a lot, and I'm sorry for all the things that I've done, and I know I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, and I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me. And I don't know how to repay you for that, but I do love you, and I just want you to know that. Next person I want to talk about is Carla, my aunt. She's basically a second mother to me. When I first came here to Manson, I was already kind of going through some stuff back where I was from in Tacoma. Rough place, by the way. I would not recommend it, unless it's for the. She was basically a second mother figure to me, because when I first came here, she welcomed me with open arms. She helped me get into school. She helped me get into kickboxing, because I didn't know they had a kickboxing gym until she told me about it. And she was the one that would always get me to do my assignments when I was slacking off, because I'm gonna tell you, she's scary when you're on her meat side. But she's somebody I'm grateful to, and I want to tell her I love you also. And again, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, and I want to say thank you for everything you've done for me. And I know the stress that you're already having back here with everything else, and I just want to say I love you and thank you for everything. And last but not least, my friend Mac. He's not here. He lives in Tacoma, but I'm gonna say if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here today, because I'm gonna tell you this, I was going through a lot of trouble back at my old school in Tacoma, because there are times where I just get into things where I didn't get into trouble where I didn't want to, and whenever I was feeling down, I just would not want to talk to anybody but him. He helped me kind of get through those troubles, especially because he had some of those same troubles himself. And there are times where he'll talk smack to you and kind of treat you like you're nobody, but that just his way of saying that he loves you and that he wishes the best for you. And he's honestly the brother that I never had, and he's a person that I'm so glad to have in my life. And even though he's not here, I just want to say thank you for everything you've done for me and for all the things you helped me get through back in FP. And thank you.